hopefully this video will be quick. I have to address this after what I consider the best episode in Dragon Ball history, period. All Dragon Ball series. They want to include the original DB, DBZ, DBGT, Dragon Ball Super. Episode 64, best. From techniques, the fighting, characterization, character development, all the reasons I gave in the post I made back on like Saturday, Sunday, whenever we watched. I think it was Sunday. Anyways, best episode. You have people screaming about plot holes. Oh my gosh, man. Now, there's so much I can say, but I'm gonna keep this brief. Let's move into this, okay? Plot hole number one. Why is Vegeta so powerful? Now, Geekdom 101. Shout out to Geekdom for putting a phenomenal video together as to why Vegeta is so strong currently. Kind of highlights and expounds upon points I already made in my future Trunks video. For what, a week or two ago I made that video. Also, Manga Mean and his review kind of, gave good knowledge on the situation as well as future Trunks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Vegeta again, Zenkai Boost. Goku Black explains in this episode about the whole rage, hatred, emotions, all that good stuff in producing, this burst of energy, as well as the man trained in the hyperbolic time chamber as a Super Saiyan God. Like, put two and two together, it's not that difficult. He was already on that kind of level, and he just boosted it up once again. It's not that difficult. We've seen this man attain Super Saiyan 2 by training by himself, Super Saiyan God pretty much by training by himself, training solo dolo. It's not that inconceivable. If he's already, yes, Goku Black was giving that work, but if he skipped, a power level or so, if he, added a power level or so, that's going to add to him, being able to put in that work. Y'all are overrating Goku Black, because remember, Goku Black got that work in base form put onto him by Super Saiyan 2 Son Goku. Not Super Saiyan 3, not Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, none of that. So let's stop acting brand new. That Super Saiyan Rose is this all-powerful technique and transformation. Stop it. Yes, he's getting more powerful, but the same applies. It's the same Saiyan body, baby. And then what did Vegeta say? To the point number 2, plot hole. Goku Black, if he was this point, why is he... So, again, Vegeta reiterating. We already knew this, as people mentioned, Captain Ginyu. We already saw this with Captain Ginyu back in Namek when Goku's body once again was stolen. This is a different version, but it's the same thing applies. Yes, Zamasu is a prodigy. Yes, Zamasu maxed it out to a degree. But also, if you want to go DBGT, we see this once again with baby Vegeta. And then Son Goku himself stated, it's been stated multiple times, it is a fact that others cannot use the Saiyan's body to its fullest. That is a myth. That is inaccurate. Period. Yes, you have to understand what Zamasu's mainly using in Goku Black is his God Ki, is his God abilities. That's what's being used. Do you see Goku, Son Goku, Kakarot, and Vegeta using psionic blades, as Geekdom likes to call them? No. These Ki blades? No, we don't see that. Plot hole number 3, the size. Now, it is true. This once again, if you go back on what I just stated about the facts, and Zamasu using other worldly abilities, not mortal abilities, that's to why he has sight. People had no problem with the Ki blade and the Ki knife, dagger, whatever Zamasu's rocking. This is an evolution. He's been evolving. He has the same body plus the God abilities. Okay? So if you put 2 and 2 together, what do we get here? He evolved and made a greater weapon. He damaged himself. Now, you will say, well, Saiyans, they can't damage, that's a problem. Yes, it is true. But at the same time, a bit of damage is enough to upgrade him. Plus, he was, as was stated, I forget who made this note of clarification. He was combining his ki, so it makes perfect sense. Plot hole number 4, the opening of portals. We've seen this multiple times. Gotenks, which is so many levels weaker than these cats, was able to scream and open up, break through dimension. Do I need to give any more examples? Really? We see dimension breaking stuff all the time. This is something new. Plot hole number 5, the Goku Black clones. We've seen a very similar thing who, a seemingly primordial being or a magic-based being, that is Kid Buu. We see that. We've seen similar clones, and we've seen how difficult it is to kill these because of the ridiculous regenerative capabilities. The OP hacks regenerative capabilities. Some of the most hacks regeneration in fiction history. We've already seen that in Dragon Ball. Number 6, Zamasu flying too slow, as was stated by Kwame. We've seen Dragon Ball characters don't like using ki. They fly slow all the time. They only fight fast with combat speed. I have stated that many times. And even at combat speed, oftentimes they nerf themselves because they're going for power hits until they speed up and go ridiculously fast. When mortals like Bulma and whatnot can see, they can see often how these dudes be fighting. Remember that they're not always fighting at those levels. In DC and Marvel, if you want to pull that out, plenty of dudes don't be fighting as fast as they can fight. It taxes the body. Understand that. We've seen this throughout the entire arc. These dudes don't be moving that fast oftentimes, especially Zamasu. He is not the same level, the same caliber as Son Goku, Vegeta, Future Trunks, and Goku Black. He's weaker. He just is immortal. Period. Plot hole number 7. What do we got here? Some want to say, why is it Zamasu? Because it is simply Zamasu. It is 2 Zamasus fusing, and we just have Goku Black Star. I really like the whole, they mentioned Super Saiyan. I really like the, Supreme Kai meets Super, meets Saiyan hairstyle. It's pretty cool. So it's simply Zamasu. It's simply Zamasu combined with Zamasu, thus he's going to be Zamasu. Pure and simple. It's not 2 separate beings. Yes, he took Son Goku's body, but scrap that. We don't really care. Any more plot holes that need to be addressed? Oh, the Mafuba Trunks. Future Trunks is a prodigy. Plot number 8. Future Trunks is a prodigy. This dude, people, he's gained a new form by looking. First of all, remember, and I've already done a video. I've done a video on Goku Black as well. But I've also done a video on Future Trunks and talked about this man's been, since a boy, he achieved at an early age, pretty much by himself, Super Saiyan. At the death of Future Gohan, he achieved Super SSJ. He's achieved SSJ to, okay, he did have training with the Supreme Kai, but he put in that work, he's achieved it himself. This new transformation, people had no problems with the new transformation, somehow attaining God Ki by memorizing it. Now, Gallic Gun, Final Flash, he's utilized moves just by watching. But we've also seen the quote-unquote Mafuba, the evil containment wave. We've seen Tien master that pretty well. We've seen, Son Goku, he just had to practice it. They already knew how to use it. Piccolo, they know how to use it. It's just completing the technique. That's what people are missing it. It's not that difficult for these guys of this caliber, of this level. Are y'all serious? Also, remember, Master Roshi is not a great example. This man's power level speaks for itself. He got bypassed by dudes in their teens and early 20s. In the case of Piccolo, 3 years old, he got an advanced, accelerated aging process there. Also, the Kamehameha fighting genius that is Son Goku learned that pretty much instantaneously from watching it once. We've seen this time and time again where this new generation far surpasses the old cats. Far surpasses them. Are y'all serious? Power levels speak for themselves. Plenty of techniques that Master Roshi do, these dudes have been doing casually, even Krillin and Yamcha. Okay? So when you look at all the facts considered, there are no plot holes. in 64. People just need to pay attention to the details, stop being biased and prejudiced, and just let it ride. Phenomenal episode. People saying it was garbage, it was trash. No, it wasn't. Stop hating on greatness. Alright, y'all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace. Unexpected one to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me y'all thoughts on these so-called plot holes. I debunk each and every one of them by facts. If you have a problem with what I say, present facts in the anime, manga, whatever, and we can discuss this. It's that simple.